I want to teach you history, right? I want to teach you history. You must know all the kings and all the rest of all that silly rot, right?
Yes, sir.
It is silly rot. No? I must know, you must know who was the king of India in the 15th century and so on, right?
But why do you call it silly rot?
Yeah, it's silly. It's what? At the end of it, doesn't affect your life at all, does
But
it?
if you're taking up history for your life, like you want to become something like you want to do
That's it.
a course in...
That's it. You memorize in order to become a professor.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You memorize in order to get more money.
To get more?
Money, better job.
Not necessarily.
Yes, sir. If you don't have good memory, you won't have a good job. Have you watched the carpenters? Those people who build beautiful furniture? I have. They must know the quality of the wood, right? The quality of the grain and so on, and the instrument they use. They are very careful. So they memorize. They become an apprentice first from another carpenter. They learn by that way, memorize, and then they become good carpenters, right? Now, I want to teach you history. Just listen quietly. Will you? Will you listen? Or you're off somewhere else?
No, we're listening.
Huh?
Listening.
Good. I want to teach you history. History means story. Right? It's a story of all the past kings and past queens, or the wars, and etc., etc. Right? Right?
Right, sir.
Right. And also story also means story about yourself.
Yes, sir.
Right? Story about what is happening in the world, and story also about yourself. You are much more interesting story than the story of all the kings.
I agree, sir.
Agree? Oh,
Yes, sir.
right, sir. So, I'm going to talk about not only the history according to the books, but also I'm going to talk to you about the story about yourself.
But that's not what we do in class.
I know they don't. I said, if I was your teacher, I would do that way. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I would combine both the book and also about yourself.
So, but that's a far possibility, sir.
Huh?
It's a very far possibility of you
What?
ever
What?
being a teacher.
Slowly, slowly. What?
So you couldn't ever be a teacher.
Why not?
I mean, of a subject as such.
I said I would combine both. I would combine the book, right? And also I would combine about history about oneself. The history about oneself is the history of all mankind, right?
So the history of all mankind is the history of oneself.
What? Which is yourself.
So if you study the whole of mankind, you're studying ourselves.
That's right.
So then we are studying the whole of mankind.
You're not listening to what I'm saying, old boy. I'm telling you, if I was a teacher of history, the meaning of history from Latin's storia. Storia means story, history. In Italian, it's called storia. Comes from Latin, so on. Now, I'm going to talk about what? Who is your king in the 15th century?
Let's say,
Who was your king in the 15th century?
there's so many kings, sir.
So many of them. Quite right. Give me one of their names. Come on, somebody there.
Akbar or Shah Jahan, they were there in
Huh?
the 16th century. It was Babar. Yeah, Babar. Babar was there.
Barba?
No. Babar.
B-A-B-U-R, sir.
I know. I thought you said a barber.
And
I know, that's a joke.
A pun, sir.
Right? So, I would teach you, I would say Baba was the father of Humayun, right?
Yes.
And Humayun's son was Akbar, right? So I would go into all that, right? And also I'd say, what about you? You're also a story. You're a great story, much greater than Akbar, right?
Yes, sir.
So I will talk to you about yourself. I'd say, what are you? Learn, you have a book about yourself inside you. Learn to read that book. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure you understand what I'm saying? Don't say yes, sir. I am saying the book about Akbar. There are many volumes have been written about Akbar. And there is a volume also about in yourself, what you are. Huh?
So you said that...
Are you listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There is a book inside you which you must learn to read. But you neglect to read that book. So I'm going to help, I'm going to see that you learn to read that book. Not only the book of Akbar,
But the book of...
book about yourself. So I'm going to go into that. I will teach you that way. That's the most marvelous way to learn. Not only what is happening in the world outside you, but the extraordinary book that you have inside you. The book that is the rest of mankind. Not just Indian history.
So then why doesn't it happen?
Because your teachers don't do this.
So, but you're president of the foundation,
Huh?
right, sir?
What? Say it, sir. Good.
So you're president of the foundation. Why don't you do something?
Well, I'm the president of the foundation, he says. Why don't I do something about it?
Yes,
You're
sir.
quite right, sir. But they won't listen.
So but they could at least try...
Wait. They won't listen.
So they're like us.
Huh?
They're like us. He's saying they're like us.
What?
He's saying the teachers are like us.
Quite right.
So probably they
Quite right. Just listen carefully. The teachers are like you, only much grown up, right? I'm not insulting them. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm very polite, I respect people. I don't insult them. They are like you. So learn from each other. You understand? I'm learning now from you. Why you say things and don't mean it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Why you say yes sir, and don't mean it at all.
I do mean it.
That means you live it.